Practice set 17 asks us to solve and check the following addition equations. Problem number 1 has x plus 12 equals 32. The solve is telling us to solve for the variable. Find the value that we can replace x with that's going to make this true. To do that, I need to get x by itself. And the undoing of a plus 12 is a subtract 12. When we're dealing with equations, we have to balance those equations, and what happens to one side needs to happen to the other side. So both sides are going to have 12 subtracted from them. The plus 12 minus 12 cancels one another out, leaving a 0, and the x. So we have an x plus 0. In the meantime, 32 minus 12 is going to leave us with a 0 when we subtract the 2's and a 2 when we subtract 3 minus 1. X plus 0 is just x. Our solution appears to be 20. To verify that, a check involves replacing the variable with the value that we just found, that we believe to be true. So the equation is x. I believe it has a value of 20 plus 12, and I wanted to determine whether in fact it does return a value of 32. Well, when we add them together, we end up with 32 equal to 32, so we know we've done the problem correctly. Problem number 7 looks very similar, at least on the left-hand side. We have x plus 12 equals negative 12. Same situation. To solve this, solve is asking us to get the variable by itself. To cancel or undo an addition, we will subtract that quantity, and to maintain the balance or the equality, what's done to one side needs to be done to the other side. The 12's cancel out or add up to be a 0 on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, let me write this horizontally, we have a minus 12 minus 12. This is a subtraction of signed numbers. If I use the rule for subtraction, I'm going to change the sign of what I'm subtracting. It's a positive, so I'm going to turn it into a negative and change my subtraction into an addition. Now it's clear that we're adding same signed numbers. Ignore the signs. 12 and 12 add up to be 24, and put the sign of those same signs. So the result ends up with a negative 24. 0 plus x is the x, equal to a negative 24. To check whether this is in fact the solution, I go back to the original equation. X is replaced with the solution I believe it to be. Write the rest of the equation, and the test is, do we get the resulting negative 12? So on the left-hand side, to simplify the expression, we're adding different signed numbers. The rule for adding different signed numbers is subtract the smaller looking from the larger looking, which is going to give us a 12, and put the sign on that result of the larger number. So I have a negative 12 resulting from adding those two, and that's the result that I expect. So the solution x equals negative 24 is correct.